Hello again. Thank you for joining me for the part 2 of this painting that we're doing. In the previous video I showed you how we got the sky with just two colors, cerulean blue and white. If you haven't seen it, it's best to just take some time out to just check it out, because it's a very simple sky, and without the sky, every landscape, it's always a big hassle. But once you're able to get a simple sky like this, then it makes the next step very easy, and it's a very quick way of doing it. So I advise you check out the video if you haven't. So for today I'll be showing you how to paint the shrub, because this is our sky, that's the horizon. This is going to be the foreground, and I just want to have some shrubs here. This is just for demonstration purposes, just to show you how I go about creating my shrubs and my vegetations. So as in the previous video, I have got tissue for wiping off my brushes and for cleaning off excess paint. I've got my brush washer and holder. It's got a mesh inside, which is perfect for washing out the bristles of your dirty brush. I've got a spray bottle, but for today I won't be using a spray bottle. It's got water in it. We're using two brushes for today, and I've got a palette knife, plastic palette knife, just to mix my paints with. And I'm still using the disposable paper plate as a palette, because I'm doing a small painting and just want to demonstrate things. And for today I'll be using 4 colors. I've got white here, titanium white. I've got cadmium yellow. I've got sap green and French ultramarine blue. So I'll go ahead to mix up my sap green and the French ultramarine blue, just to get my dark shades of the vegetation. So there you go. I've mixed that up, and I'm happy with that. Okay, go ahead and wipe off my brush. Wipe off my palette knife. And I'll just take the shade color, which is the darker color of the mix, and I'll just put it in there. It's not in any way, I'm not in any way trying to make it smooth. I'm just blotting it in there. And the sky, it's always best for the sky to just be a bit wet, because it gives the impression, because it mixes in and it gives the impression of the vegetation that is still very far away, because the closer the vegetation is to you, the darker it is. So I'm just blotting it in there, the darker color. Just get all the way to the end. And to get the middle tones, I just take the sap green and just put it in there. Just gives us the middle tones. Probably just change my brush. Get some of that. This is just, I'm just painting wet on wet, and mixing in there. Just bring it out there. This technique is quite good because it gives you very nice, subtle color changes, which makes the vegetation stand out. Just wipe off my brush, and to just give you some highlights, I'll just take some of the cadmium yellow, just put it in there, just sparingly. And if you see, I'm painting wet on wet, so I'm getting another color which from the yellow mixing with the sap green. Just wipe that out, take a bit more and put it in there. Some people would rather mix up the paints on the palette, but I'd rather just get them to mix up on my canvas as I go on. There you go. Just wipe off. Take some more. Put that in there. I just like the way it looks because I'm not mixing the colors. The colors you can still see them standing out on their own. Just gently dabbing, more like using a dot effect. Just putting. Okay, to give you further highlights, just for the ones that are much closer to you, take some white. Yeah, just put them in there. Just to give the impression of the leaves that are much closer. The shrubs are much closer. This effect of light. As you can see, the colors are all mixing up in there. Take some more white. And put that in there. Let that mix up in there. Just apply it just sparingly. And try not to disturb the colors that we already have in there. Can also put some here. Some here. Okay, so I'm quite happy with that. Put my brushes away. So I'm happy with the way it looks, and we'll leave that to dry, and be sure to catch up with the next video with regard to how we'll put the foreground in and develop the painting further. As you can see from the very first video where we painted the sky to this one, you can see that the landscape, the painting is taking shape, and that's just how you work on it gradually until it takes shape with very few colors, very simple techniques. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, so you can stay updated with regular video uploads and with demonstrations of paintings as I go along. Thank you, and hopefully see you again soon.